All right, guys. NBA Draft 2023. The Houston Rockets have the 4th overall selection. Is Amin Thompson a lock to come to Houston? Maybe Brandon Miller slips a little bit. Could the Rockets potentially trade up from pick number 20? We're going to break it all down for you right here on a special live edition of Locked on Rockets, live from New York, coming up right now in just a second.
This is Mission Control, Houston.
Ignition sequence start.
The Houston Rockets select Jalen Green, Alperon Şengün, and Jabari Smith Jr.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
Every time I step on that floor, I'm coming.
Hey, Houston fans, I am so happy.
You're getting somebody who's going to come in with a chip on their shoulder, somebody who's going to come in and compete from day one.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, and welcome to another edition of Locked on Rockets, your daily podcast home for everything Houston Rockets basketball. As always, I'm your host, Jackson Gatlin, native Houstonian and credentialed media member. I'm also the host of Locked on NBA Mondays. Be sure to follow along on Twitter at JT Gatlin, and the show, of course, at Locked on Rockets, free and available wherever you listen to your podcasts, including YouTube, where you can go to YouTube, search Locked on Rockets. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that great stuff. Now, today's live preview of the NBA draft is brought to you by Bird Dogs. Go to birddogs.com/lockedonnba, and they'll throw in a free custom Bird Dogs Yeti style tumbler with every single order. And as always, thank you so much for making Locked on Rockets part of your day every single day, whether it's on the way to work, on your lunch break, in the gym. Thank you for making LOR part of your day every single day. Guys, we are here in New York. I've got the NBA draft backdrop behind me. Shout out to the everydayers. If you're an everydayer and you're live in the YouTube chat right now, give me a shout. I want to hear from all my everydayers. Put it in the chat. If you're an OG, you also remember the old mantra. I'm not going to finish it. You guys have to finish it for me. For the house, for the team. Somebody else is going to finish it in the chat. This is a big night, guys. Shout out to my hotel Wi-Fi and not being able to actually publish an episode earlier. That was a little disappointing, but man, we are right around the corner. We are, a couple hours away from the start of the NBA draft. And there has been, guys, I wish I had the soundboard on me. I'm so sorry. I wish I had a mobile soundboard so that I could throw a lob threat in there. For the algorithm, look at that. Everybody for the algorithm. So many people understand for the house, for the team, for the algorithm. This is really cool. I've wanted to be able to do some live stuff with you guys for a while, and it just so happened that tonight made a lot of sense. I was like, you know what? If I get to Barclays early enough, I can post up. We can do a quick little live right before the draft, kind of gauge how everybody is feeling. Because honestly, at this point, there's been so many smoke screens, so much confusion about what all the Rockets may or may not do. And at this point, they're kind of at the mercy, at the whim of what the Hornets and Blazers want to do, right? And I think there's a lot of Rockets fans that are a little terrified that Brandon Miller might be the guy who falls to number 4. At this point, it very much fit. No more praying for Victor. No. We get that out of the chat. We're not praying for Victor anymore. Look, at this point, everything that I've come to understand about where the Rockets are at is it feels like Amin Thompson is a lock for this team at this point, right? He blew them away with his workout. He makes a lot of sense. He fits a position of need. I know there are still some Rockets fans who, are feeling a little distraught, missing out on Scoot Henderson. But at this point, it very much feels like Scoot and Miller are going to be the two names that go second and third. And then Amin Thompson will be the guy at number 4. But even though I do think the Rockets are locked in on Amin Thompson, even though I do think he is the guy for Houston, I will say, if something happens, if we get a scenario like last year, right? Like another Paolo Banchero situation where Banchero, it looks like he's coming to Houston, and then at the very last minute, the Magic shook things up and Jabari Smith Jr. became a Houston Rocket. Brandon Miller would still be an incredible addition to this team. The Rockets are kind of in that fortuitous position where no matter what happens at pick number 4, they're going to get at least one of Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, or Amin Thompson. It's honestly a really great spot to be in. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Can I get an amen? That's easily the best running joke that we've got going on here. I want to, how are we feeling in the chat? Because I can see you guys. I can interact with you guys. How are we feeling? We are a couple hours away. Give me some feedback in the chat. Are we feeling nervous? Are we feeling confident? Do we think something crazy is going to happen last minute? Because at this point, at this point, I think things are going to, I think at least for the top few picks, I'm not expecting anything wild to happen. I think through pick, 4 or 5, I think we're going to get more or less kind of we're going to be, I guess we're just going to go par for the course on those ones. And then I think there could be some stuff happening around probably pick 6 with the Orlando Magic. I think that's the first pick where things get kind of weird. Cam Whitmore, man, some of the mock drafts, I forget whose mock draft had it. Cam Whitmore falling all the way to pick 9. Like that would be a little crazy if Cam actually fell that far, considering a lot of, people had him mocked to go, in some spots to the Rockets at number 4, to the Pistons at 5. If he fell all the way down to pick number 9, I would be absolutely shocked. Honestly, right now, though, I really do think Rockets are locked in. It's going to be Amin Thompson at pick number 4. That is my official prediction. I think it's going to be Amin Thompson, pick number 4. And I think it's just going to go. I think we're just going to be super simple about it. I think it's going to be Scoot Henderson to the Charlotte Hornets, and I think it's going to be Brandon Miller to the Blazers. That's going to be my official call, and we'll see how that ultimately pans out. I am looking through I didn't watch Dacian Nix. So it's for Miller. Oh man, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Also, give me some feedback in the chat, guys. Is the microphone okay? Is it too loud, too quiet? I can't actually hear myself over here because I don't have. Is my monitor off? Direct monitor. Nope, that's not working. That's cool. All right. It's gonna be a long night, guys. Mike, good. All right, appreciate you. Thank you, guys. So Rockets are probably going to take Miller, the favorite number 2. The odds flip back to him. I've been running around all day. It's been absolute chaos here in New York, guys. And it's only like the night hasn't even started yet. That's the crazy part. Is it's already it's filling up in here. I found myself a nice quiet corner with a nice little NBA backdrop because there's about 1 million of these located all around Barclays. I do think, and I do want to talk about the idea of trading up from pick 20 because I do think that's an important thing to highlight here. But I don't think like as far as the odds being flipped, okay, even if Miller goes to Charlotte, then I still think Portland, especially Portland with the reports about Dame, right? Portland with the reports about Dame and being frustrated with the direction of the team and potentially wanting out, like they're going to have to take what is going to be a franchise level guy to essentially replace Damian Lillard, right? That's going to be kind of their situation. So they're going to need they're basically going to need to grab a guy who can replace Damian Lillard, because if at the end of the day, then Dame forces his way out, then they're going to need a next guy, right? And that next guy is basically Scoot Henderson, which means Amin Thompson is going to be a Houston Rocket. That's going to happen. I do want to talk about the possibility of Houston trading up to pick number 20, or sorry, trading up from pick 20 to pick number 10. We're going to get there, though, in just one quick second. After, I'll tell you guys a little bit about Bird Dogs. Because look, when it comes to Bird Dogs, you got to check them out. They're the best shorts you're ever going to wear. Y'all aren't going to escape the live reads either, because this is live. Y'all got to check out Bird Dogs. They are so comfortable. I wasn't a shorts guy before I started rocking Bird Dogs. Ask anybody, I'd be always wearing pants, jeans, whatever, sweatpants. Bird Dogs are where it's at. Go check them out. Go check out the website. And when you go to birddogs.com/lockedonnba and use code LOCKED with any order, you'll get a Bird Dogs Yeti style tumbler with every single purchase. So go check them out. Visit birddogs.com/lockedonnba for a free Yeti style tumbler with any purchase that you get. And again, these are going to be the best shorts that you ever owned. So go check them out, birddogs.com. Now, when it comes to where's the fast forward button? You guys are killing me. Not on the live, baby. So look, when it comes to what the Rockets may be able to do with all right, I will wrap up in just a second. Thank you. I am getting told that I have to wrap up, guys. So I'm going to wrap up here in just a minute. I thought I found a safe spot to record, so I'm going to get I'm gonna get ousted from the building, or from this spot. So I'll be out of here in just 1 second. I will try to show back up live again. If I can't get to a spot, guys, where I can talk live about the draft, then before the draft actually starts, I'm gonna go live after the fact. So later tonight, y'all got to come hang out. Y'all got to come check it. Yeah, sorry guys, I did my best. Hang on. Okay. Pick number 20. They could trade up to pick number 10. Keep an eye on the Dallas Mavericks. That's the team that we've heard some reporting about. They could easily be in play for that 10th overall pick. And if they could get up to 10, Derek Lively, Cason Wallace, those are the names you got to be looking out for. Those could easily be great additions to what the Rockets are trying to do. And the Dallas Mavericks could easily use a guy like Jae'Sean Tate or KJ Martin, right? And then they trade back to pick number 20. That would give them some much needed depth that would help them out a ton, honestly. So that would be the thing that I look for. If I don't get the boot, then I'm going to keep hanging out. That would be the thing that I pay attention to, right? Yeah, somebody doxed me. Somebody swatted me here at the draft. No. Seriously, I think that could be the trade-up opportunity for Houston, right? And so much of the discussions have been, oh, well, if they have the 20th pick, then, they're not going to make the pick. If they're still at 20, I really don't think they're going to make the pick, right? That would be something where they trade it for a future draft asset, do anything like that, right? But at the end of the day, if they can trade up, if they can get back into the lottery, to the late into the lottery, then that's absolutely something that I think is on the table for them and something that they would love to do if they can add another high caliber prospect to their already stacked roster with a lot of talent. Yeah. And also I just want to chime in here really quick. CP3 to the Warriors makes me feel some kind of way. That is, I know it's not draft specific, but it is, it is really disappointing to see him have to go play in a Golden State Warriors jersey. That's not going to sit right with me. And yeah, I mean, KJ Martin or Jae'Sean Tate could be a part of that trade deal to move up in this year's draft. So those are definitely things to keep an eye out for. Guys, I am going to have to relocate here. If I can, I'll try and go live again before the draft actually starts. We may have to chop this up. We're going to, again, I wanted to be able to talk to you guys for at least a split minute before the draft actually starts, because it's going to be a crazy night. And of course, I'll have you guys covered for all this. And I'm going to go live sometime after the draft later tonight. So be back here in the post-draft excitement, hangout, all that. Come back, come hang out with us. And we'll be celebrating or mourning, depending on what the Rockets do. With that, I am going to have to bounce, you guys. I don't want to overstay my welcome here in this spot. So I will catch you guys a little bit later tonight. We'll do a special post-draft live show, the same way that we did this one. I promise I will be in a spot where I won't get cut off, though, when I do the post-draft live show. So on that note, I will catch you guys a little bit later tonight. Enjoy the draft. Follow along. I'll have you covered for all the coverage. Whoever the Rockets draft, we're going to get interview questions, all that stuff taken care of with them. With that, I will catch you guys a little bit later on. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching, hanging out. Thank you for supporting the show. I wouldn't be here in New York if it wasn't for you guys. So I do really appreciate every single one of y'all. Enjoy the draft. Enjoy your evening. I'll catch you guys on the other side.